How much of a challenge has it been, sort of, that you moved to wide receiver at the start of the season? It seems like, are you still doing some wide receiver, or are you mainly just sticking at quarterback because of all the injury, because of Jake's injury and stuff?
Yeah. So right now I'm at quarterback, so I'll be prepared to play there. I could probably do receiver, but as of now I've been mainly at quarterback.
Does it change practice dynamics at all for you guys that your top two quarterbacks, they're not injured, but they're nursing they're hurt and they're nursing, the hamstring and the knee?
It doesn't really change too much. I think practice is practice, and the coaches do a good job of sort of setting up practice to where it runs smoothly, no matter if somebody's nursing something or not. It's still pretty smooth.
Jay, looking at your season this year, would frustration be a term that it looked like you were going to get a lot of on the field as wide out, but then kind of have to go back in the QB room?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say frustration. I think it goes back to what I said earlier in the year. Just helping the team. So whatever that is, if it's me not getting as much playing time, I'm fine with it. Whatever it takes to help the team. So that's my mindset still.
People outside of football program a lot of time look at quarterback situations and they say, well, if Ryan's getting knocked around and maybe having some issues here and there, why isn't this guy getting a chance? Why isn't that guy getting a chance? When you hear that, what is kind of your answer?
I think, it really depends. It's all up to the coaches. Mm-hmm. So, you prepare and you do your best as a player to be able to be the best guy, to be able to, when you get your turn to perform at your best of your ability. But that's really sort of not something you can focus on. It's more of you preparing and me preparing for, whatever happens.
Is that important for quarterbacks and the coaches to kind of have a high level of trust that all of that sort of is going to work? They're going to see your work. They're going to reward it. They're going to play the best guy, that kind of stuff?
Yeah. What you got?
In terms of how important is that level of trust between quarterbacks and – because there's some situations where quarterbacks, I don't think on this team, but will, say, well, that guy's playing, well, I should be playing. And to have everyone sort of on the same page trust-wise, I guess.
Yeah, I think trust is a big thing, especially in the quarterback room. You have different guys that really are, it's a competitive room. So you want to be able to trust each other, and then the coaches trust you. So that's really it really does play into it.
Generally, you don't think of physical toughness as a key quarterback trait, but how important is it?
I think it's very important, especially in the SEC. You're getting hit and you got big guys coming after you. So every week, we try to scheme up the protection to where we have the best ability to win. But sometimes, if we're in man protection, there might be another guy coming off hot, and you might not see that right away, and you have to be able to take that and be able to get up and keep moving on.
Ryan's been splashed a few times this year. Have there been any particular hits that you've thought, that hurts?
Yeah,
that hurts.
I think the one, there's been a couple, but I think last game Tennessee, there's a couple where the personal foul, and then there's another one that I was like, wow, that number 19 at Tennessee hit him pretty hard. So,
as a quarterback, how much do you understand that I have to get up and shake this off to sort of win over my team? That's a path to do that.
That definitely is. People always look to you, and that's what Coach Warner always talks about is, whether it's you throw a bad pass, throw an interception, everybody's looking at you and in your mindset and your physical, what you're doing, your body language. So, shaking that off, or after a big hit, getting back up and being fired up and being able to, shake it off and go to the next play is big. Yep.
The mood of the team, what's it been like since y'all been back in the building?
Yeah, it's obviously it's not ideal to lose, and we don't like losing. That's not who we are. But I really feel like there's a positive energy coming back. Leave Tennessee behind, and Vanderbilt's a big challenge, and they're going to be very, very good. So we got to be ready to put our best foot forward and play another week in the SEC and get a win.
How easy is it to do that, whether it's coming off a big win or a loss, to put it in the rearview mirror?
Yeah, I think it all comes down to, your perspective. I think somewhere in Proverbs it says your insight gives you patience. So I think that's a big thing that for me, I personally try to, lean into is my insight, my perspective is so big, and that gives me patience to be able to go through the season and not get too down, because it's a long season and you got to move on and put that one behind you and look on to the next game, and that perspective is sort of what we're rallying around.